first of all, let's do the Manscaped thing. We ain't done it for a while. Shout out Manscaped.
Yeah.
Go get the 4.0. Go get the Manscaped 4.0. Get the weed. There's a new weed whacker coming.
Is it?
You man should get deliveries shortly. The weed whacker 2.0.
They've got a new thing, yeah?
There's a new thing, the weed whacker 2.0.
Yeah. Was it even closer?
I got the email today.
That one's even closer shave.
Yeah. You man should get just for like the nose hairs and all of that.
Oh yeah.
You man should get the parcels because I just patterned it today.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Weed Whacker 2.0 is coming. Use 20% discount when you use the code winners. The Manscaped, the 4.0, the Lawnmower 4.0 is always there. 20% when you use the code winners. Every man in there's got their equipment, their tools.
Listen, it's
take advantage of the situation while the man them's got it.
part of the lifestyle.
Part of the lifestyle, part of the thing. Manscaped, make your purchase, get it in. Yeah? Winners, 20% discount.
Winners Talking.
We're in Winners Talking podcast. Take a moment before I get in. Take a moment, like and subscribe, because I never remember to do that. But I've got professionals in the building today. I have to up my game. I'm moving a certain capacity. I move like how the pros do it. The OG general them in this thing. What else would I have to say on top of that? Oh yeah, we just touched 30,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
Big up
man.
for that. We've tried to keep it consistent throughout. We tried to be for the people and move a certain kind of way. I hope you lot picked up some gems along the way. Hope you lot picked up some motivation. I know we had some fuckery at times as well. But niggas do what niggas will have to do. We like to party with bitches at times. It's just real life. We like to not Doug. We changed. Because people were getting on to me last time. Like, don't do that. Doug's married now. You can't be doing all of that. I'll take the blame, innit?
Yeah, man. I have to take.
I'm the bad guy, innit?
Yeah,
I'm the bad guy in this, man. One. Down to Doug, it would just be bare fellowship and all of that. Everything. I understand, but
That's a Bible study.
That's what Doug said. Doug said, listen, we need to get a bit more. And I said, Doug, listen, we got to balance it a little piece. So that's just to clear it up for anyone that's thinking it's Doug, it's me. I'm the bad guy. Yeah. But anyway, we move. Winners Talking podcast. Special guest in the building today. One thing I'm always on, and you'd have seen it through the episodes before we got to the 30,000 when it was just us, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm all about bigging up the bros them. I'm all about paying respect and saying it how it is and not just doing it off camera, doing it here for people to see. These men are pioneers in the podcast game. These men are some of the first men I heard about when it came to me stepping into doing pods. Have you heard of Free Shots? Do you know about Free Shots? These men were the first ones to get the big bag. These men were all over Instagram flexing and they still flex all the time, especially Marvin. You're always flexing. You think you're a model, bruv. You always modeling. I've been waiting to see you face to face. You're always modeling.
Where's the chain of the
Anyway, no, that's normal though. No, but hold on.
No, we know it's normal.
All right.
But for that episode, dog,
what's that?
I was flexing. Man was in a chair like yo, so.
What episode we talking about? We're talking about the babe station thing.
Yeah.
I noticed you man watched it though, innit? Watch him.
I watch all of them.
Love. See the love. No, but we spoke about it anyway. I think I spoke to you. I spoke to you on the phone about it anyway. But no. Man, we're throwing a little. Listen. I'm
not mad at it.
But if you go on my gram at times, sometimes I wear a lot more. But that was just a humble day. That was a humble day.
But when he stepped out the car and I saw the salmon, I knew what time it was. I knew something was up.
What material was that t-shirt though? That wasn't normal cotton.
No, that's not regular.
It was Egyptian cotton or something.
That was linen.
That
was linen.
You know,
linen and silk liner.
What you say? He didn't give you the heads up. Didn't
get the heads
he
up.
didn't know. As I said, he didn't know. He turned up.
I got there to see what was going on.
Because Doug would have said, P, we can't be doing all of that kind of stuff, but I'd have said,
sometimes you got to throw a span in the works.
Yeah, no, man, though, yeah.
Now, you got to show level sometimes. Sometimes you just got to let them know that
sometimes you just got to do, just for the sake of doing it, like that. I'm bantering though, man. Doug's cool with all of that stuff. Doug's cool with it, but I just don't want to get man in any problems, so I'll just say, Doug, this is what's going on. When he gets here, before it's too late for him to get any kind of drama, just say, this is what's going on. It's on me. You didn't know nothing. And I say that again on camera. What are you saying though? You said to me about the episode, you gotta have fun sometimes,
Yeah. No, I liked it, man. We've never done that though.
No.
invited someone of like that's risky.
Never done it on camera.
We've never done it.
Like
I said on cam, you know.
Yeah, them man do it privately. Them man do it privately.
You know?
That's what we're doing already, you know?
Yeah.
What, minute 4 and that?
We're straight in with it. You man are...
We've never done it, but we should though.
I think it'll be a sick convo though.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's just another perspective of life, as in like certain man will view women in a particular way, or society will. Sometimes it's just normal people. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, and that's what I try to show in it. Like, when I'm doing it, I'm thinking, I won't be, like, whatever your preconceived notions of these people might be, sometimes they're just normal people, bro. Yeah. That's why I just let them speak and let you hear it. I'm not going to throw mad things at them for them to be like, freeze. Let you hear, like, they do normal stuff, but sometimes we want to think that they're just going around sucking dildos all day. You know, like
that goes to everyone though, because someone could have seen you and been like, how's Pound? As a person, because of the music, you know what I'm saying? But then when you hear man talking like raw, like you got to give everyone a chance sometimes, because you don't know what people have to give and to say. Do you know what I'm saying?
So we saying though, top OG champions in this podcast game.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I got to rate Pound, because you know what Pound done? He actually messaged me one time, and actually this is not what he's saying now is not a lie.
Yeah.
He didn't have to message me and say that. And he was just like, you know what, I rate your thing, just hailing you man up. And I said, yeah, bro, I watch your thing as well. But what's sick is that I've been listening to Pound's music from back day when I was younger. So it's like a 360. It's mad that like now we're in this space. Man's like, nah, I rate your thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Space, but nah, I say that. Sometimes I think people think I'm joking when I say you might get a random message from me just bigging up your thing and giving encouragement because when we was first doing what we was doing with music and all of that, there was no encouragement, there was no support, there was no nothing. And life is hard for all of us. So sometimes I just think, well, I'm watching it, let me just tell my man, nah, what you man's doing is sick, right? I fuck with it heavy. So yeah, man, I forgot about that still. But yeah, that's the kind of thing I do. Just because I didn't message you don't mean I don't think you're sick as well, bro.
No,
I hit you up
it's cool, but I'm not like that, man.
No, but I think something happened. As in,
Something went on.
I think I commented on something.
Yeah. And then
on your page. And then you were like,
I've been watching. But I'm joking, because I hit up Tazer as well and big him up. Your thing is going all over the place now. You're doing the Beyonce of the group thing. I see you. You're working. You're doing the most. I see you.
No. But can I just say?
All over the place.
I'll say it on camera actually. No, basically, I said to these men, I can't remember when it was. I can't remember the time exactly, but basically, our Spotify contract was coming to an end, and I could tell. You know, you could just tell where they're not bigging you up no more. Do you know what I mean? They're not boosting it. Do you know what I mean? I could just tell. I'm like, yo, you man, like,
get ready.
I'm gonna do other things in it. So I need to know. I want to be secure in it. So that's when I went and got the BBC bag, went and started doing R&B with Chucky. Do you know what I'm saying? Just to, and then obviously relaunched 4Ts, my clothing. And then when Spotify came around and was like, bye guys.
It only benefits everyone. Everything you do individually. Because I study the game, innit? So I'll be watching bits and pieces. I see Marvin, you super active on socials. I like you a lot, bro. A lot of gal I see them putting bro, let it out. Like,
Is it
holding it. You know, like I'm the slow.
What's that?
No grid.
But he's happiness.
He's international, isn't it, you know?
Yeah. I see that.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, like I know gal from Nigeria that do bag of nuts.
Yeah, Chris Brown. Yeah, come on.
Oh, in Ghana.
That's what they call it, Chris Brown.
You understand? Like, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see what Keith's doing. And I see Chisel. No Chisel. What's he doing? Press ups.
Oh, do you know what it is? I just hollered 3 shots.
Oh.
Yeah, I hollered 3 shots. Yeah, because Chiz got his own thing in it, so Chiz can come on.
So who's 3 shots?
Me, Marvin, Keith.
Okay, so Chiz is just.
Chiz is just that
your
friend.
brethren.
Yeah.
I know it was you 3, but
but when I messaged you, I was on Chisel. Yeah, I was on Chisel's pod.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's why I thought that's why you said Chisel. But I'll extend the invite to Chisel. Chisel will come on in his own time. Innit?
Yeah, I've got a link Chisel anyway, because Chisel hit me a while ago. But I hit you back, you know. My WhatsApp must all now be on 1 tick. Remember you asked me to do that thing?
Oh, serious?
I hit you back, bro. All night it was on 1 tick for about however long.
Oh, I never got it, bro. Maybe I must put another wrong digit on there or something.
I'll check it.
I'll check it, yeah.
I'll check, but yeah, we're still gonna get things done. Yeah. So talk to me. How did you get into the game, bro? This crazy world, because you man have been doing it since what, 2017,
2016?
2016.
Yeah, early doors.
Pioneers.
April 2016. Everyone's story is different. I've gotten into trouble for telling the wrong story before, but now I just say this is my perspective. This is how I saw it.
Man said my truth.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not a man there. Not
I wanted to
my
do
truth.
I wanted to do YouTube and do like vlogging and stuff, but the logistics behind it's long, innit? So Keith must have messaged me and goes, "Oh, you want to do?"
Well, he dropped me a message yesterday. Big him up.
Yeah, because I told him to. So then he said, the YouTube thing's kind of long, can't lie.
Nah, we need to start before that.
What's the before? Yeah, your story's before, not mine.
Your story was before that because you remember Full T's was around before, Fader was around before.
But you said podcasting.
No, I'm saying, but that's
Now give man the full background.
The whole thing.
From Marvin DJ, all of that.
It's like a three-headed monster.
We gotta go way back then.
Man. Give way back.
Way
It's what we do.
For the beginning of events, then.
Even just to tell your story from what? From like why you got into stuff? From school, Twitter, whatever. Then.
All right, cool. From Twitter.
Because some people think 2016 is when we started.
Oh no.
Didn't, bro.
So from Facebook days, should I say? I used to be that guy that, you put the sweet boy statuses.
Yeah.
And the girls would comment and like it and all of that stuff. So I was that guy. Or lyrics.
So you guys.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Jumping lyrics.
That was that guy from then, innit?
That's Nikos.
I was like, yeah, that Nivea lotion ain't hitting the scene. Them kind of lyrics. You know the notion.
Or even MySpace days, like people used to put your own music. Mine would be a slow jam. Like it's a mood when you come on my page.
Own it, rude.
That kind of vibe. I'm that guy. And then obviously transitioning to uni, just started just being me, developing my just personality, just me as a person. And then I used to be in West End literally, I think I'd say 3 times a week for a year. Just raving it up with Napa. Met so many people, and by the end of that year I realised I don't like West End, man. I want to do my own nights. So then I started going to like Yo-Yo's in Notting Hill. And it's like a little basically Yo-Yo's Notting Hill was like your version of corner shop in Shoreditch. Now, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Yo-Yo's used to be every Thursday.
Yeah.
I used to go Yo-Yo's.
So I used to be
Oxo used to be there all the time. The two.
That's what I'm saying. So I was in there all the time, and you can wear what you want. Everyone was quirky. It was a nice little vibe. No one really cared about buying tables or popping bottles.
Nah, it wasn't that kind of
it wasn't that kind of vibe, innit?
Yeah.
Met a lot of people there, and then one day I was like, I want to do an event, man. Linked up with 2 of my boys, done a party in Juno Bar in Shoreditch. It's not even there no more. Sold out like 200 people. Then the year after that, my birthday, I decided to do a proper rave, and it was the first ever Faded, 2012. 350 capacity, Whitechapel, a venue called Rhythm Factory. Did that for a year, and then a year anniversary, managed to link up with one guy that I used to do events with and got Ministry of Sound. And that's what put us on the map. Like, you man have done Ministry. Because I've heard that there hasn't been a hip hop event at Ministry since the incident back to 95 where the brother got run over. You know what I'm saying? So we were like the first one was like, you lot are letting in hip hop outside of like uni events. And then it was just like, and it went well. So off the back of that, bare venue started hollering, just kept doing the events, diversifying, got Old School Sundays, Notorious, Refresh. Now it's just Faded and obviously R&B with me and Chucky. But I can explain how that happened later on. You can go now. Not like on a
I'm going to say,
thank
you very much, bro. I'm going to say thank you, I appreciate that.
God save that.
Marvin, that was big time, you know.
So let me pick up my Jim Jones. I can pick up your Jim Jones.
You can talk now.
Go on, Bob.
I didn't want to talk no more. You're them stubborn ones. Who am I talking to? I don't know, my story's a bit different. I grew up in East, but I went to school in South. So my growing up was very like weird because man in East never went South and man in South never went East. So I had this hybrid kind of relationship with like London where like SE and East was like my areas, innit? So I had like a big network of people. So as you said, you used to go Yo-Yo's, I used to go Yates in Lewisham, like places like that. You know what I'm saying?
Local.
So growing up, I had a big network, and I always remember anywhere I was always like funny with man, or like everyone was cool with me. So I started to, as I said, build, and then that's when I stumbled onto Facebook. But I didn't understand Facebook. It was just, I just add babes, but you never could really DM properly. Like it wasn't like, do you know what I'm saying? Then Twitter came out, and then I stumbled into Twitter, and then Twitter just became this huge community of like everyone that was like on a similar vibe, similar page, spreaded your network. And then from then I started to realize my following started to grow. Instagram came out, jumped to Instagram, and then the same thing happened there. So I started to think, right, I'm onto something here. So I started to do like more videos, like more content. Then I'd then I met my brother in Gabriel. We done radio on Topic Talk Show. And then that like was just, it blew. That was like, used to trend on Twitter on a Sunday, #1 all the time. There'll be the BAFTAs on, the Grammys, Formula One. It used to trend every week, like one. But then he went to Birmingham to open a bar, so that stopped. And at that time was a time when, because of all the stuff I'd done, I was in a position where people were looking at me to say, what am I going to do next? Then Tazer probably had that same moment from Faded and then other stuff of people looking at him like, what are you going to do next? Keith had a similar moment. So when we came together and said we're doing a pod, we literally spoke to each other, came up with the idea. Tazer used to like Tequila Taze. Keith said, there's 3 of us, 3 shots. He didn't want a name that you would know it's a black podcast from the artwork or the name. Do you know what I'm saying? Our face is not on it. Yeah. So he wanted people to give it a chance for the name and just, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we made the artwork. And what's dope is the person who made the artwork, Kingsley, he's done artwork for everyone now.
Nice.
Like after that, like I'm not saying it was us, but we kind of helped to spearhead that. Like if you see his artwork, BBC, Nike, Bear stuff, shout out Kingsley anyway, done the artwork for us. Then we literally dropped the podcast with no promo, bro. Like on the Friday, we just said, everyone check out our podcast, it's out. And within the first 24 hours, it was like, within the first couple hours, I think it was like 7K listens.
Yeah.
SoundCloud. And we're like, because remember, man out here was trying to say we're going to get 250 listens on the first day.
Brother,
But 1,000,000% he said it.
I did say
I can believe it though, bro.
But the reason I said it is no one else had a podcast. Like Chucky had Halfcast and there was 90s Baby, but they were on YouTube. It wasn't really a pod as in just audio only.
Believe it, man.
We've dropped it with no face, just, hey, you don't have it. So I didn't think people would transition into listening to it that quickly.
Visuals,
No, that quickly.
Yeah.
That's all I said. I didn't say it wasn't going to be successful, just that quickly. Like everyone's just going to be into podcasting now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But bro, everyone was like, you know what?
24 hours, it was like over 20K. Then within the week, it was just the numbers were mad. Then I think within that year, I don't know whether we got like 1 million or something, or something mad like that. And then by the November, Taze was like, we should do a live show. I'm like, yeah. Because I'd done a couple live shows with On Topic talk show, like on a couple universities or whatever. So the transition was live show, cool. And people don't realise that I think we were the first ones in our space to do a live show on a Sunday.
Yeah,
I think so.
So most people most people don't even realise why they do their shows on a Sunday, because it was like it's cheaper.
Yeah.
If you look at a venue, hiring a venue, it's either midweek or Sunday. So we were like, let's do a Sunday. And I was looking for a venue for like 350, 500, and I couldn't find a venue, bro. Because remember, some people are like, they weren't, if you go to them and say, we're going to do a podcast, they're like, bar spend. These men ain't going to spend, do you know what I'm saying? So I was getting a lot of kickback, but I found a venue that was 250. Tazer said, bud, just do 3 events. 3 dates. I said, brother, it's you. That's why you're here still. So we done 3 dates. And then as soon as we put the tickets out, bang, they all sold out. And then that started the live show movement.
Even the whole like, what do we do at the live show? I was just like, we'll just go on stage and talk. Obviously, the first one was a bit awkward because it's like, remember, we're not comedians. So it's not like we're about to say a punchline, then everyone's laughing. We're just talking. Yeah. But then as we're talking, remember, these people have listened to us, yeah? Like, I'll say a story. I went to J. Cole. I can't remember what year it was. I went to J. Cole, yeah? Concert. And then literally, as I was walking to like the after party, one girl stopped me and was like, oh my God, Tazer. I was like, yeah. She's like, I've listened, like I got onto Free Shots late, but I've listened to episode 1 till about, I think 150 past 2 weeks. So you're all I've heard in my ear for the last 2 weeks. And now that I'm seeing you, like it's overwhelming. And in my mind, I didn't think of it like that. I didn't think of it like that. Even like one time we was in Bristol, we had a live show in Bristol. So me and Keith go to the gym in it. He decides when it's holiday time, but me and Keith went gym in it. So we went to the Holland Barracks to get a pre-workout. And because we were talking in the shop, one girl's come and just started crying. We're like, what's going on here? Remember, I'm not from Bristol. So I'm like, yo, what's this? She was like, nah, sorry. Basically, I was just listening to the pod. You lot got you. Basically, I lost my dad, and someone recommended your pod, and that's all I've been listening to. It's kind of not got me over it, but it's helping with the grief, blah blah. I'm just like, I just gave her a hug, man. I say, yo, you can come to the show if you want. She's like, nah, I already got plans, but thank you. I'm saying, so that's the kind of vibe that we get when we go out. Do you know what I mean? So when everyone else started doing their pod, I'm just like, yo, like the more the merrier, man.
I was gonna ask you that, like, now that you see everyone coming into the space, how you feel about it, and you rating it.
Me personally, I love it because even if there's shit ones, you need shit ones to appreciate the good ones. Jesus. No, I'm just saying. Nah, do you know what I mean?
That's the way
you got to put it out there. No one ever says there's too many TV shows. So why would you say there's too many podcasts? you find the voice that you value or you rate and you mess with them. Everybody else just leave them. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is this, there's room for everyone, but at the end of the day, if you don't like a podcast, just don't listen.
Yeah.
But some people, for example, they might not like your podcast and be like, they're trying to tell other people, no, brother, if you don't like something, you just don't watch it. If I don't like EastEnders, well, I'm not going to go online and say EastEnders is, I just don't watch it. I watch ITV or something else. But a lot of people have this mentality where they try and cancel other things that they don't like for other things that they do like.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that. But as Tazer said, I don't mind other podcasts because if I'm confident and we're confident in what we do, there's room for everyone. Do you know what I'm saying?
And like I always say, repeat that there's so many people in the world. There's something for everyone. You can't. Not everyone has the same likes and needs and this, that, and whatever. So each podcast probably appeals to a certain demographic
and also,
of people.
One thing I rate about you lot's pod as well is you lot can bring conversations out of certain people that people want to hear from that they can't do on other podcasts. That's what I've noticed about Free Shots as well. There's certain man that will sit down with us that wouldn't sit down on another podcast.
Yeah.
So we can kind of get a conversation out of them, especially you two as well, that other people can't. So there's a lane where if this is your person that you like, this rapper or this podcaster or this influencer, it's when they sit down with you, man, or when they sit down with us, man, that you get the conversation that you want. Otherwise, they just do the generic Soccer AM, Good Morning Britain, and then they go about their business.
No depth in it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
100%,
But you man are seasoned, bro. You man, like, when I watch you man's thing, it's obviously, you know, we've been doing it for a while now, so we've got a rhythm. We kind of know where to go. I don't even think it's a know where to go at times. I think it's just what you do now. You've learned to not, like, it's almost like fuck the cameras. How long did it take for you lot to get that groove though? Where you looked at it and was like, you know what? Yeah, we've got this. Or was that just instant?
Do you know, it's the way we started was a bit different though, as in like, I would say we were the first podcast that like said whatever we wanted.
I noticed.
So before that, it was like, you had to say what you thought people wanted to hear. Do you know what I'm saying? It was very PC, but we were the first podcasters to talk about anything.
I rate it though. No, that's cool. We're going to get to that in a minute, bro. I want some of that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Today, like eating bum or like or madness, whatever it is, whatever it may be, like or linking girls. Do you know what I'm saying? We were the first one. So I used to get so many girls come up to me saying, "Your podcast is a breath of fresh air," because
now we know what the man them are really.
Yeah, I feel like a guy. I mean, sorry, I feel like a girl in the men's locker room. Like, I feel like I'm listening in on the convo that guys are really having. So, because we would tell a girl straight, like, if something happens, we'll be like, nah, this means this and this means that. Right. Whereas, so girls can know. Like, for example, if you got a sister, how would you talk to her? You wouldn't lie to her and sugarcoat something. Nah, you're trying to save her from...
You.
Right there,
You, bro.
You.
You said your stories are wild.
No, I need to hear that.
Your stories are wild. You lot both tell some wild stories, man.
No, but do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
I've got stories, but...
No, but Pound, you are that older guy on my estate that lives by a certain code and weren't really free with it. And then I came along years later.
What?
Not with your understanding. No, I'm just saying. So some of the things that I do, he'll look at and be like,
I see you're rigid, you know, Pat.
No,
don't
not
let man
rigid.
talk to you. Don't let man talk to you like this, you know.
No, it's not rigid.
On your own platform, you know.
I understand your...
Let him finish. I know where he's scared. I know he's scared.
Another one.
He's just trying.
I understand this in the...
Marvin's trying to lie. You've been on your bullshit.
This might be a bit too far, big man. Do you know what I mean? And the youngers are worse, so I get it. You're looking at me how I look at the youngers.
But some of the things... But I can a lot of the shit you say, I'll be like, yeah. Some of the shit he was the toilet paper boxer short guy.
The who?
What was the story again?
Oh, toilet paper.
Yeah, what was the...
Bro, I was in the mud. Like, do you know how much man have come up to me and asked me about that story, and I've told them, and they're like, do you know what? I hear you.
Nah, I know what they heard.
No, what they said they hear you,
I'm your guy.
What did you say? You went through
I'll repeat it.
I'm your guy, but...
So I'm lactose intolerant. I've woken up at a girl's house, and she's made me breakfast. There's cheese in it. I said, oh my God. But I've left the yard and as I'm driving, I can feel cramp. So I've messaged her like, yo, was there cheese in there? She's like, yeah. I was like, you've killed me, man. I looked at the sat-nav. It's like 25 minutes to my mum's house. That's the closest. My house is further. So I'm like, I can make it to my mum's. I got to the A40 by Shepherd's Bush. I could see Westfields. I got a cramp in my stomach here. The car did that. I said, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
so then I continue driving, but I'm struggling to hold. I see the M.
Nigga, I get the
see
preamble,
the
nigga. Get to the
No, no, no,
toilet.
I'm
Nigga,
just
nigga trying to give it a- You know he's trying to
No,
justify
no, no,
everything.
no.
You know
I just had context. I just had
He
context.
trying to soften man.
Broken mirrors. He's trying to
Nah,
come back.
Soften man
This
still.
is-
Magician and that.
Nah, this is context. This is the reason why.
that.
I see the
Yeah,
golden
that.
arches, pulled in, parked the car, ran in, went straight to the toilet. I didn't look. I just let it rip. Then I did nothing there.
Right.
I said, not gonna lie. I didn't even tell you, man. I did the penguin thing. Went to the other cubicle. Nothing there. I said, Then I saw a bin. Brother, took the tissue at the top. I needed to wipe. And I kept it moving. What do you want me to do? Everyone's giving me, we should have put your bum in the sink.
Yeah, boxer shorts, son.
Yeah,
Brother,
so you want me to take off my jeans, to take off my boxers, to take off my shoes?
Better that than touching people's shitty tissues or whatever.
It's not a shitty tissue. Why is it a shitty tissue?
What was it? What tissue? Whatever tissue it
We
was,
don't know. We
brother.
don't
Hand
know.
dryer.
I don't know what it
tissue.
is.
Hand dryer tissue.
Why would you have
Bro,
hand-
it was extreme.
Why would you have hand dryer tissue, bro?
In the
It's
toilet.
a
Yeah,
hand
why? How
dryer.
did you get that? Why was that in the toilet,
It's a
bro?
hand dryer. So why would you need tissue? for hand
So where
dryer?
there's no tissues, you don't.
No, but why the hand
It's
dryer?
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I ain't used the McDonald's toilet, so tell me how that goes. Is there a hand dryer tissue like just there in the toilet next to your cubicle?
Bro, at the end of the day, people are messaging me saying,
I didn't even
"Oh,
know McDonald's had. I thought McDonald's had the thing where you put your hand and it goes. Boo.
Yeah, but there's tissue as well. People are saying, how can you
Never
go?
seen.
I was saying like man could have like worst of it, take off your boxer shorts, use them. and then you can have
Yeah,
the dash
but
with
I would
the
use my
bottom.
boxes. I would
Yeah.
use like 8 times. Like, what,
Yeah,
first
fold
corner,
it,
second corner.
worst to worst.
Throw the box in the bin.
What, and then go commando in jeans.
100%.
So
Alright, cool. Everyone,
till you get home.
everyone has their own way.
Yes, yeah,
I
it's a
did
it's a
my
judgment-free
way.
space. I'm being wrong.
I did my way.
Space. It's a judgment-free space.
I'm still here. Do you know what I mean? I'm still alive.
Listen, you do what you got to do to survive.
Do you know what I mean?
You know, it was an emergency situation. Lactose intolerant.
Ain't happened since.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
He set the thing. Now, some of you man's stories,
It's disgusting.
Nah, I'm not involved.
Wait, what was his story?
Marvin's smart. He kind of tries to just keep it like on the fence-ish, kind of borderline. You're not gonna mess up my pum scenario in real life. I see it like he knows what he's on. Whereas you're like Rags. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
It don't mess up my shit in real life.
I can tell,
It don't.
brother. It's gonna get you more in real life.
It's not even that. I'm just as transparent in real life as well.
Oh, you can't go wrong then.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, bro.
You're at a girl's house. You need to go toilet. Are you going toilet?
What do you mean?
In her yard, number 2.
Well, what's the what?
You're in a
I can't
girl's
leave.
yard. You need to go. You need to
I
do
can't
number 2. No, of course you can leave. But are you doing it or are you leaving?
Oh, can you hold it?
It's up to you. I'm
How
saying
bad's
you,
the situation?
You need to go toilet. Are you going to the toilet? Or are you holding it? You tell me.
A man's going toilet. A man's saying, listen, I gotta go.
That's what
I'm going
saying.
toilet.
I'm
bro.
letting it
going
rip.
toilet.
What?
No,
I'm going, but hold on. But I'm not even gonna give the blueprint of how to style it. But
I'm telling her, I'm going
I'm
to
not-
the toilet.
But it also
Yeah, that's
boils
you,
down
though.
to how
That's you
That's
and
what
the-
I'm saying.
No,
That's
but it
what
also
I'm on.
boils down to how comfortable
Yeah,
and how
if
well
you're
you know the
comfortable,
person.
no,
Like
I
if it's
don't
a
care how
first night thing, you're not just gonna go
Yeah,
and shit
you're
out
gonna
of the
be
toilet.
mad.
You lot are moving mad. If
now
I
you're
need to go,
moving mad.
I'm going
I'll
to the
cut-
toilet.
I'll
Oh,
cut out.
also remember, as a
You lot ain't hearing me.
Marvin's a bit. I see Marvin. I can tell Marvin's a bit more. You refined. See the sliders and that.
What, refined?
You're just on some rags thing, bro.
Bro,
Man just said,
we're all human.
Hey, I gotta take a
Gotta
shit.
blow up
I
your
gotta take a
toilet.
We're
shit.
all human. We all shit. Why am I hiding
No,
the
but
fact? I need
the
to
thing
shit,
like
bro.
me, yeah, it depends on the shit though, because
Yeah.
sometimes in your body you know this is a quick one.
But then come on, tell her, listen.
Nah, you ain't gotta tell her
You
then.
can leave the tap running.
Ah,
Okay.
you see that? You see the
Don't
techers.
even let them
Man's got
know.
techers.
Don't even
There's
let them
techers
know,
and
innit?
it's-
So you think the girl don't know what you're doing?
Was it? And
Wait.
And then the,
I can hear the shower running.
No, not the shower.
You've
The
been
tap,
in
the tap roll.
Let's turn on the shower.
Brother.
you know?
Like, you think the girl
No,
don't know?
because the thing is,
Brother.
yeah,
She's in bed all getting cold and that. Where's Marv?
brother, man said, "Where's Marv? I'll be there in a minute, bro."
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, turn the tap on. I swear to you, you hold the flush. Do you sit down, pap, you flush. Done. The thing's away, bro.
But what if he's not that kind of duty though?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said you need to know what kind of duty
So
you
what,
got.
okay, so what if it's one of them ones you need to go now? What, you going up to McDonald's?
No.
No,
leave
bro. Brother, the
It
man
depends on the girl.
Brother, if it's that deep, man saying to the thing, listen, brother, long day. Let me jump in the shower quick. You got a towel? Boom, do what man's got to do. Shower one time. The steam and all that's gonna just air out the room. The vapors from the Radox is gonna put a nice
No steam
aroma.
makes
Man
it
come
hot,
out
though.
looking, brother.
That smell's gonna linger for time.
That's because you're a lactose
Nah,
intolerant.
you
done,
sound like
bro.
a professional.
Bro, Have you never had a hot shower and farted? You smell it immediately, bro.
We're moving.
It doesn't even take long, bro.
We're moving. We're moving.
Do it in the cold. It takes its time, you know.
We're moving on.
And I can tell, whatever he says, don't surprise you, innit?
No, I'm used to it, bro. I know heat rises still.
Alright, before you come in the room, yeah. No, earlier before you got here. What you lot feel about the 'cause one of the man them is got bagged like he thought he was off ends, got bagged like not bagged, cause it's whatever in it. Like he's bopping with his thing, you know. I'm off ends and holding hands, all swinging arms with the thing, you know. The way there. Are we doing all of that or what? Cause the man them was kind of divided, like, and cause one of the man them caught him in the car park was like, "Yo, man, let go of hand, all of that." You know the way there. So what we saying about that? How we feeling? What we doing?
Holding hands. I'm not holding hands.
Wait. So let me get it straight. Is he cheating?
Nah, yeah.
Put it this way, it's not wifey.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a wifey level
because-
thing. It's not like it's a girlfriend like
Because
his
he's
wifey.
off ends, he thought,
Yeah. He could be over relaxed, like he was at Brighton
Kinda
Beach
like
or something. You know.
Yeah, no,
I'm not really a hand holder, like.
Yeah, I'm not
my
really.
thing.
Yeah.
I
I'm
won't
not.
put my arm around her shoulder for anything.
Even that, it's awkward sometimes, bro. Because my stride ain't your stride, bro.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying if
Because I'm a tall brother, so like
Yeah.
my stride's longer than hers, so like I've got a kind of.
Yeah. Let it
No. When we go
Yeah.
cinema or something, then I'll do that. Or watching a movie, or then I'll do that. But
Yeah.
it's awkward, bro. Like, nah. Man, 6'2" and a bit.
Also, I just don't like answering questions I don't have to answer. That frustrates me, man. Like one time I went, do you know what? I went cinema one time with a friend. I bumped into.
Inverted commas.
Nah, I wasn't even inverted commas because that doesn't really matter. But the fact is, I was with a girl. Yeah.
But you said friend, bro.
Yeah, it was a friend. But then my daughter's mum's come out with her friends out the screen. So obviously I could have done the duck and dive so she can't see me. I'm like, but I ain't got nothing to hide. I went up to her. Hey, you're right. Well, I'll go on. You're good. Said hello to the friends that I knew. The next day, you lot looked a bit cozy. How did we look cozy?
You're
standing in the queue.
Me
and my friend.
Yeah.
We're in the queue. About to get tickets. What part of that look
the
cozy?
cinema?
Yeah. What part of that look cozy?
Like in her mind.
But you see what I'm saying? There's just, but if she
mind.
never saw me, I wouldn't have to
in
answer
her
that
mind.
question.
You don't go cinema.
But it wasn't even her.
When you're smashing a friend, you can like subconsciously not realize you're looking cozy like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's the idea answer though.
Eh?
When I said friend over it,
Yeah.
It don't matter.
You don't know because you got a certain rapport.
No, I know what you lot are doing.
Certain rapport with
Taser's-
them, like,
No, I know what you lot are doing, but
things outside.
Brethren,
He's living his life.
brethren.
You know when you can read between the lines of the stories. Yeah, so I was here with the strippers, and then brother, you know, wild. I said, right, I thought I was bad, but I don't really say too much. I just listen to him, and he's outside. This nigga is outside, international outside as well.
No, Marvin's
you know?
international.
Yeah, but Marvin plays it all cool, like I'm not.
So you lot, what, the tripod in the corner? Hey,
Oh.
it's the tripod.
Is that what man's dealing with?
Oh, man.
Oh, is that what man's doing?
Like, what you mean? No, I'm just saying, like,
Is that what man's
like,
doing? Tell me that one, then I didn't get it. Go on.
Yeah, man, I'm moving mad slanderous.
man's in the jacuzzi with the champagne.
Champagne, done
He
now.
shows us the tripod on its own, one lonely tripod.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm by myself.
You're doing
Yeah,
the
bang
most.
games.
He's doing the most. He's doing the most.
All I'm saying is prove it.
Yeah, but I get
Where's
it.
Colombo?
No, I get it.
You can't prove it.
No
There's a
face, no
tripod.
case. No face, no
Allah.
case. I get that, bro. He's letting you make of it what you will.
Yeah.
You know them way there, but right now, whereas you're just giving you that, yes.
No, because you don't see it on my page.
Nah, but you talk the thing, and I read between the lines of the stories and be like, I get what happened in that gap there.
Yeah, but
I know what went
Yeah, but
on
that's
in that
because
gap
you
there.
understand.
Yeah,
bro.
you're talking the language. You're talking the
Yeah, do
language.
you know what I mean? Only certain people know that language, so
Yeah.
we talk freely.
Yeah. Let me ask you another question on that kind of note. Come on, we had this discussion as well. Has man them ever been in a position of, or has man beat a thing that's pregnant for a next man?
Impossible.
Nah.
Because I've had this. It's not impossible, you know.
No. For me, it's possible.
Oh, for you, impossible.
wait,
No, 'cause the bad starts
Is
stuttering.
it a case we know someone that's done it?
100%.
But I got a brethren who said that to me. He said, yeah, I've linked a girl that's like pregnant for a next man. I said, brother, but what's that?
Yeah,
Funny,
it's baffling to me.
He said to me, girls are more horny when they're pregnant. I said, I hear you,
Right,
but I can't see the bump and think, ooh, nah.
Yeah,
Once I see the bump,
Wow.
it's that, like, do you know what I'm saying?
It's mad. Yeah.
Well-
that's a no go for me still.
No, I didn't know.
Talk
There was no bump, there was no bump.
it.
It was like, I say 8 weeks, 12 weeks, but there was no bump.
It's different though.
That's what I'm saying.
Completely different.
So obviously, when she finally said, "I am," obviously in my mind, I'm like, excuse
She
me.
knew the whole time.
I don't know if she knew or not, but when she eventually said it, I'm thinking, what is it me?
Yeah.
That was my, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, nah, it can't have been.
But if the girl's not with the father, and they're not together, for example, is it okay for her to get her needs met in that period of time?
Wild though, isn't it?
No, I think
It's wild.
I think wild.
Because you got to think there's the 3-month period of her falling pregnant. Do you get what I'm saying? So that whole time period.
Period of falling pregnant.
No, but what am I talking? No, I'm actually chatting.
Yeah.
No, but what I mean was from when you link you link her, yeah, like there's that period of time from
that first week to say
whatever she. Because no, you said she was how many weeks? So you get me. So what I'm saying is like that's wild. Like in that space of time, then already in that space of time, you breaking up with someone that you're willing to have their baby.
Yeah.
Then to jump on the next man.
It's wild outside.
That's the whole mindset of that is crazy.
No, but one of the man was in that situation there, and he thought like you did, and was like, "Why is it mine?" And then that's when she's kind of explained to him and said, "Like, no, it's not you. It's such and such. You understand and whatever." But
what's the maddest thing man's done for a babes though? No, as in like you must have done something.
When you say mad, what do you mean mad?
Like my ballet story, that kind of buff.
Did ballet thing?
Ballet story, man. I'll tell you the ballet.
Go on, tell me the ballet.
So my boys called me in the morning, basically saying he's been chatting to this babes from Norway, but she's one of the buffest things he's ever seen. And my boy I've seen him with buff girls. So for him to say that, I'm like, right, man, put the extra F on the buff. I'm like, okay. So he's like, listen, if I give you a call later, it's go time. That means load up the Monzo, we're going out. I said, oh, that kind of night. He's like, yeah. And she's with her brethren as well. So I'm like, all right, cool. As the night's progressing, he's like, oh, bro, she just posted ASAP Rocky on her story.
Damn.
She's with the man, it's long. I think ASAP was living in the ends then. I'm like, oh, she's that kind of girl. He goes, yeah, she actually talks to all these rappers and footballers, like, whatever. I'm like, oh, bro, you're looking to break my bank. Anyway, it gets to about 11. Obviously, we're in the yard, because I used to live in. We're in the yard, and I'm like, yo, like, what's the update? He goes, oh, she's getting raving. I don't think she's going to shout me. Boom. He's gone in his bedroom. He's fuming. But he's still rapping with her. She's out, innit? 3 a.m. You up? He's like, yeah. She's like, oh, what's your postcode? I'm coming. The way he ran in my room, yeah? Yo. Go wash your face. They're coming. I said, okay. I said, all right. Go to the bathroom now, freshen up, whatever. Bear in mind, to add context, I lived in East. Because I worked on Saturdays, I used to drop my daughter to my mum's in Northwest, and then I'd pick her up Sunday morning and take her to ballet at like 10 a.m. So bear in mind, I'm driving from Beckton back to Wembley to pick up my daughter to go back to Edmonton where her ballet was. That was my routine every Sunday. Yeah?
I remember the story.
Yeah. So so Saturday night, Sunday morning is where the time and the babes are coming. So I've given him the heads up, bro, I got to be out by 7.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, school. These girls come in at 4. We're sitting in the living room. They've knocked the door. They walk in, yeah. He weren't lying, bro. This girl was buff.
Yeah.
What? Chest, bum, thigh, everything. I said, bro. Then her brethren walked in, she's buff as well. She had an LV jacket. I've never seen this jacket before.
That's a Virgil Abloh dropped that one.
I've never seen.
Yeah, the 100.
Bro.
100.
And then it's mad because
You know, the 1-on-1.
For the buff thing. Virgil said, I see you.
Hey. And then in the yard we had, yeah, there's like a mirror like that on the wall opposite the kitchen. So she's on the island bit and she's bent over. So she's wearing like a little skirt. I can just see legs for days. She's like model height. So, these girls are nice. But obviously I'm on a timer. So when they got to like 7, I said, yo, big man, I got a cut, you know. So obviously when they heard that.
The ballet is scared, brother. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
The ballet is scared. What?
What do I tell my daughter? You didn't go ballet because...
1 week.
1 week.
But the man is saying don't ever go. But
I'm with you, Taze. I'm with you. I will tell you. I'm telling you.
Brother, mom's gonna get a call.
I'm gonna ask someone to take it first, though.
Mom's gonna get a call.
Unless I call
Then I'm taking.
my baby mum.
I didn't miss no football matches on Sunday.
What do I say to my baby mum? Yo, babes, can you get my... You go get me off my mum's and drop her to... Because why can't you do it? There's 2 buff things in my living room.
You're not gonna say the 2 buff things. Something's come up.
So what went on?
But I left. He wasn't even there. But I told him to say...
No, you're not on the pod when you told the story. I said, brother, come on, man. Sometimes ballet, I think it's sad.
Wait, so you left your brethren with the 2 things?
They cut as well.
They cut as well. Oh, so you crashed the whole thing.
You had to because remember, if he weren't there, that's 2 on 1.
Yeah, 2 on 1. The party,
7 in the morning.
Party done.
Party done.
I've got to get my daughter from Delhi.
What did I say afterwards, though?
What do you mean?
What did you say afterwards?
Obviously, he was fuming, but what can he say?
No, he can't. Once it comes to your daughter, there's not much man can say like this.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
In my mind, if it was the other way around, I would have firmed the two for as long as possible.
yeah, but that says a lot about your character, though, bro. Because people are gonna love that. Right now, you're getting 6 next girl off the back of you.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, he's a good guy, you know.
He's a good guy.
See, he knows what he's doing, you know.
Yeah.
Calculated.
He's the bad guy.
Calculated. You're very calculated. I was trying to help you out, then I realized it's a scam. It's a scam.
Hey, the funny thing is, no saying with that Brazilian thing. We didn't know if the story's even true or not.
Yeah,
we don't even know.
No, but
Yeah.
but all jokes aside, though, bro, that's a character thing, bro.
No,
Like,
but you
it's a character thing.
tired.
And I watched the thing with you, and you said you've been the man of your household since about 23.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
And from that, how I am is because of assuming that kind of responsibility. Kind of mold you a certain way. So when it comes to your kids now, you get almost obsessive of you have to be there for them for who wasn't there for you. And I've not missed it. But I was the same. When my son had football on a Sunday, bro, even if I come in at 6:30, if I could come in at 7:30 a.m. and then have to take him at 9:30, I'm taking him.
Man have to set examples as well.
But you gotta remember, yeah. I grew up in pretty like what people call the hood, in it. So I've seen baby mum, baby dad drama for time.
Wow.
So in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to go through that. So obviously, when I was actually going through it with my daughter, the mother of my daughter, yeah, I'm seeing how certain situations could spin to how my man them used to react to their situation. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I realized is the moment you put your child first, everything else is irrelevant.
Facts.
It's irrelevant. So when she's calling me asking me for peas, if I say, is it for my daughter? She says, yeah. I don't need to argue. I don't care how much it is. I don't need to argue. But obviously, if you're not going to do more research, if she says to you, all right, cool, I need 2 bills for something.
Know what it is.
What's it for? Oh, it's because your daughter needs to do this. All right, cool. Send me the link. Then I see 2 bills. All right, cool. If I open the link and I see £15, all right, so where's this other 185 going? I got to ask questions. A lot of men ain't asking questions. They don't even know what the money's going
That's
to.
what I'm saying, but you and your BM have a good understanding.
No, but
No, I'm saying, because some others would, if you say to them, what is it for? Some would be like, what, you don't trust me?
I don't know.
That could be an issue. Remember, that could be an issue from there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so man ain't even sending money.
Bro.
Nah, but I've heard those stories. And
So the understanding you have is dope, but it's like it has to go both ways.
No, I understand that still go both ways. But what I'm saying is that it wasn't just me. It takes 2 to tango. So because of the way I am, I guess it made her feel comfortable to become who she's become.
Yeah.
And then now we're cool. Do you know what I mean?
So what about you, Marv, to answer his question, innit? What's the maddest thing you've done for babes? You're not even going to say.
You must have done something, Marv, man. Come on,
No,
man.
I don't. But the thing is, you know me, yeah. I'm trying to think, bro.
Remember the £20
The
kebab
thing
story?
with me is I don't really do the most. I won't really do much.
Rough still.
I won't do much for these females.
To be fair, I couldn't.
No, but I didn't
But
do
what
it.
you did, it's like that's not even like mad, because it's like in hindsight, like you've had to put priorities first, innit?
And that's
It's not even a mad like.
and that's not for a babes.
Yeah.
That's the opposite.
That's the opposite.
Yeah,
That's the
like,
opposite.
you've done it for your family.
You doing a manage for a babe is like you traveling like to a next country, or you doing a mad thing just for a babes.
Wait, hold on. Let's clarify.
Sounded like there's something wrong with that.
No, let's clarify, yeah? I didn't.
Done that.
Oh, you
Hold
got
on,
another
Doug said
country?
he's done that. Where did you go?
Yeah, bruh. I remember one night, I must have I was outside. Let's just say I was outside. I just finished a little Saturday. You get me? It was outside, and one thing like I met her in Newcastle, and you know, like she was just on one away. Like I met her, always chat, but never could link.
Yeah.
And then I remember I think it was like 12:30 at night, chatting to her now on the way back from West End. And then she was like, you know what? I've been wanting to see you.
Drive to Newcastle.
Bro, then she must have said
On the same night.
Bro, so this is must about 12:30, whatever.
And I know Doug.
And then she was like, like you wouldn't come in. Like I don't know, because I'm wavy as well, innit? So the banter's
No,
getting
Doug,
on
when
to-
he's wavy.
Yeah, the banter got to like, you wouldn't come in. And I said, dare me to come, and I swear to God, I'll come in. Like it was one of the don't dare me, I'll come.
How long was the drive? 5 hours?
It was about 4.5 hours.
Jesus.
I'm pulled up morning. Hope you stayed for a couple days.
Yeah, I was there for a minute. Still,
Well, you have to be, bro.
Yeah, I was there
brother.
for a minute.
Man-
But it was like, but also, if man know me,
that's
man know
excessive.
motorway is
But-
nothing to me. Because I work, like, I do 2 hours, 2.5 hours sometimes with work anyway in the
okay,
evening.
okay.
So even like my bread, so it's funny because on my Snap, you just see man's on ends in it, like West End, they're 2-2s, you see man's on the motorway, they're 2-2s, you know, like when on Snapchat you got the banner and it will tell you the area in it, they're 2-2s, you just see man's in T-side, you get me? Like, it was that Tyneside and that, yeah.
You did a lot there.
Yeah, I did a lot still.
I can't do them drives.
When
still.
I said the ballet story, that wasn't my maddest story. It was just because I said tell a mad story. Then he said, do you know what I mean? That wasn't my mad story.
I've got one better than
No, I'm
that
just
one.
The thing about Tazer got bare mad stories.
Yeah.
I've lived life, innit?
That's what the podcast
That's
is.
what it is, though.
That's what the podcast is, because everyone's lived their own separate mad life.
Yeah.
And then so it just comes together. But you can see the differences in how we do move, though, in terms of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't think of a mad. Do you know what? I would never do that.
Like, even when you said, like, driving, it just made me remember I did that once. But, like, I can't think of anything.
You're good, because there's certain gal that was down the road for me and they can't get me to come down
Brother.
the road, brother. You know what I mean?
Listen.
And then, but I know that I've been with Doug, bro. I'm outside with Doug.
No, but why though?
Nah,
Why what?
Down the road, why?
Because, brother, sometimes you got to have liquid. What, just because they called me means I must come?
No, but like, what's the reason why you didn't go though? You just didn't want to.
Brother, you just know that one. Nah, brother, if man was to fuck everything that says to man come up the road, man wouldn't have time for no poddies, bro.
Okay, cool.
You see what I'm saying? So some ones, sometimes just got a bit of thing of
For me to travel like that, I got to like the girl a lot.
Yeah.
Like I have to like you. Because for me, the moment I get up there and then
now
like
that was a drunk lust though, the Lucas.
yeah.
It was a drunk last, but the thing was, like you say, the thing was a 10, so it was like...
Oh no, I hear that still.
So it was one of them ones, man, just took like, the opportunity in it.
Because
Like,
before she changed
But
her mind,
it's
it's
never
like
because
next
she
day,
changed
on the
her
car,
mind.
on the car,
Because no,
next day.
you
I'm
know that,
crying
man.
tonight.
Yeah.
When you drunk like that,
And when
I'm
you say,
coming.
when you real, you chat for real, yeah?
That's funny as well.
It's true though. Sometimes you got to capitalize sometimes.
You got to- man was
Because the
capitalising.
thing is, a buff thing, yeah, for example, on Monday, if she's giving you energy, Tuesday giving you energy, you got to finish it. You know, like when the ball comes across, you got to volley it bottom corner. Because if you don't, they might counter and you score.
Plus,
And then
that happened at a time where I was just getting like, I was in like a, this happened like what 016 I think, like, so I was just kind of getting my you know, you get yourself back
your
together.
life, dog.
So man lost all the weight,
Right,
man
dog.
was trim, man was like, you know what I'm saying, I was in my zone, you get me, like,
gotta
so
live your life,
you just
man.
have to live. So
It's a
when the
story- it's a
opportunity
story to
come, I
tell.
said, fuck it, I ain't on
and
that.
also girls, there's a man always knocking on the girl's door, bro.
Yeah.
If a girl's a buff thing,
Always.
there's always a man there. So
Always.
when she gives you a window,
Yeah,
if you don't go in that revolving door, brother, the door will shut, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
bro, yeah, because the next man will run through it.
But to piggyback off what he said, yeah, there's also a difference. A buff girl in London ain't the same as off ends. So when the one off ends is giving you, when am I going to be in Newcastle randomly? If
Yeah.
you're telling me come now, all right, cool.
But what you're saying, there's bare buff things outside of London. They don't know they're buff.
Yeah.
There's times I've moved, like I've spoken to a girl, I'm like, you don't know how buff you are, do you?
Yeah.
But if she was in London corrupts, you know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes...
One West End, you know?
Brother,
Yeah.
one West End, one rapper, one this, one that. You can't chat to her again, bro.
Again,
She
fam.
changed, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's true what you say, because the more, because up north people are different. Like they're more
Friendly,
Bro,
they're more-
especially up
yeah.
Teesside
and then
that.
there'll be a lot of beautiful girls up there, and they don't even, like you say, they may know they're pretty,
They know
but
they're
the man
pretty,
them ain't on them like
Bro, my
that.
boy
Like,
was
but
trying
it's
to-
but if they were to come to a one night down at fucking local West End club and that
Bro.
for the one night, and everyone, then they might realise
Bro,
something.
realise,
I was
yeah.
chatting to a girl that lived in Spain, and she moved to London for a bit. Obviously, started going West End. It's his. She don't know no one. Started going West End. He's just seeing the following increase. One day his heart just said, "Open it." He opened it. Hella rappers. Now she's hitting him with, I can't really do this Saturday. Do you want to move it to next week?
Yeah.
Whereas before she was free. Now she's like, I'm not available, and it happens. You just got to charge it.
Linking the man with the eyes that protect with the belly on and that.
But the game's rough, you know.
Yeah.
But
It's
the
rough,
thing is,
brother.
as long as you can tell yourself that, you don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? The game's the game, but a lot of men take it personal, bro.
Yes.
So a man might see you with a girl and be like, hey, pals are even wavy. I don't even, brother, it's not his fault that she's digging him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't blame him. Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of men will look at that and
Wait,
be like,
hold
I don't
on.
like
And I
that.
always say that there's always, you know, when you butt man, like you lot sit down and you have conversations, yeah, and like man will have conversations, and everyone has their own batch of like guy that they've seen done whatever, and so half of the time you don't even cross over. That just shows you that there's so much out there for everybody. So how you gonna be hating on the next man
Can't hate
wave? Like everyone should have their own batch of waves innit, that they're on. You know what I'm saying?
But I think a lot of men have just heard people talk about it. They haven't experienced it.
Yeah,
themselves.
that's true.
You have to live life.
He told a story on the pod that we recorded yesterday, and I'd like him to repeat it.
repeat.
The tap.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
Yeah. And then because that was the first time he experienced it, and he was like, do you know what? Putting myself in the next man's shoe, I get why these men are.
I get why they don't like me still.
I get why they.
So basically, I'm out and about now. So I'm at a venue. I'm not going to say what it is. I don't want to make it bait. So a couple of my brethren have come now that are like in the scene, but
They're lit boys, basically.
no, we're all lit. But like, but in terms of caliber, in terms of hierarchy, they're higher up. Like, I can be honest about that, innit? So my man's come now. one of the girls have walked up to my man and been like, "Oh my God, it's you." And I kind of used the example of, Daniel Kaluuya in Widows. In the church where the brother's rapping and man's in the face like that. She walked up to me like, "Oh, it's you." I said, "Rah." Anyway, that's not even the story. That's not even it. Anyway, later on, my brethren walked up to this girl. This girl is buff. He said to her, I think he's whispered something in her ear. She's going, "Oh, thank you. So I'm assuming he said, "Oh, you look good," whatever. He's walked off. Anyway, cut long story short, my brethren that was there, no word of a lie, bro. She's walked up to man, tapped him, gave her a phone, like, put your number in. Brother, buff thing. Man was like, "Oh, cool." That was it. But the way I saw it in real time, I said, "Right, is that easy?" Like, he didn't even, brother, he wasn't even looking her way. He was looking this way.
Bro. Yeah.
She tapped him. So I said, "Rah, that's how,
That's how next man feels.
That's how next man feels when it's me in the ring." Because when girls are chatting about, "My appreciate what,"
no, brother,
I know how you feel now, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
No, brother, because I was about to say, you must get that all day. So I get where you're going.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we see other guys getting bitter, we're like, what's wrong with my man? It's not for everyone. Maybe there ain't, because the girl that you like doesn't like you. It must hurt. Remember, think about it. Most of the time, if the girl you want, there might be 10 girls. You might get 6 of the girls you want, 4 might not like you, but that's still a good ratio. Certain man, 10 of the girls they want, they're getting none, bro. And the same culprit is always in the picture, bro. You know that Bugs Bunny and that? But they're looking at my like,
the carrots. Bro, I watched the podcast the other day. It's a dating, I can't remember his name, but it was talking about dating apps, and it was talking about the stats. Yeah. Bro, the guy, but he said something like, on dating apps, 4% of women swipe right. But like 80% of men swipe right.
Yeah.
No, so, you were saying that 90% of the women want the same 10%.
Yeah. Only
but brother, that's why you see.
But only 4 of them are swiping right. So that means they're swiping right on the same guys. You're just letting this brother know he's got options. But there's bare man on the app, One guy I know emailed Hinge and said, "Yo, is my account broken?" They're like, "Why?" He goes, "I've been swiping right for the past 2 weeks. No matches." They're like, "Yo, we can't force girl to accept you. Let me try to take some better."
Man ain't wavy.
wavy. You got your pictures, bro. You better go and buy a Nikon or something.
Hey, a man emailed head office and said, "Yo, is my profile broken?" Like, are these bitches seeing me?
But even that shows why they're swiping. They're not swiping on man. You're lost.
He's done that. That brother.
You're emailing HR Hinge. That never existed, bro. So I'm saying that's what certain man's actions show what.
And the man's got 100 kilometers on his thing,
The catchment. And we say the reach is wide. The reach is wide.
That brother.
And 100 kilometers could reach Paris.
The gal must see the desperation. They see the desperation in it, brother. They see it. You know that scent of desperation. They can smell it through the.
Certain man don't know that they ooze that though.
Man. Some man ooze it, bro. You can see that. They ooze it.
Certain man can just see it, like, bro, chill out, man, relax.
Hungry,
bro.
But it's mad though. But that's why women are complex though, because sometimes a guy that she can't get, she gets more. There's more of an allure. This guy, like, I can't get him.
Brother, I said it on air from long time, from probably early episodes. My uncle told me when I was a youth, he's like, see, like you said to me, why don't you go and fuck the girl down the road? My uncle told me from when I was young, we were moving house one time, and he said to me, probably teens, like 17, 18, he goes to me, don't fuck every girl that you can fuck. He goes, as long as you keep improving yourself and doing what you're doing, they're gonna want you more because you ain't fucked them. It's gonna create. It gives that. Keep something about yourself. That bit of mystery. Because the moment you give yourself to them, something's gone. But if you keep improving, like, what? And they're still gonna want you. And that shit works, bro.
It gets to a point sometimes where you look at them and like, I don't even want you.
You don't even want them again. You don't even want them again.
Because there's bare man.
Because we're the prize as well, you know. Let's not make them the prize. I always say that we're the prize, bro.
We're the kings.
You understand? So these guys, when they're all there, like, bitch can't tell me back. I'm this and I'm that. What am I? Come on, you should be happy to be around me.
Yeah, the worst one, the said she.
We talk about it all the time. All the time, bro. We always say, not every girl that you know, you should, like every girlfriend you have, you must fuck them, innit? Bro, sometimes it's always good to have female friends that you can party with.
They're going mad on my timeline right now.
I saw you talking about that.
What?
Because I said I keep female friends. Man are like, oh, you're pandering.
This man saying you're lurking in that.
No, but,
Yeah,
but
like, I'm
it's,
just
it's
chilling
the
in-
thirsty man, because we all got brethren that we know that they just want to beat everything.
Yeah,
Anything that
yeah,
looks
yeah,
decent, like you either got to be smashing it or like something. It can't,
It can't just be friends.
Can't be cool.
friends.
But
You
you
get
know
me?
the bad thing. After what Tazer done earlier on, I put a poll on my on my Twitter, and I said, "Can guys and girls be friends?" And I think 80% of people said yes, 20% of people said no. And I thought interesting. Then I posed a question underneath, and I said, "All right, cool. Most people, men can be friends with women. I agree, cool. How many people would be fine with their partner having a best friend of the opposite sex that they spend time with?" The poll changed.
bro.
So I'm like,
My girl don't need no next friend.
my point is that people say stuff, but they don't really mean it because they say it as in like,
sounds good.
hypothetically, it's good.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when it's in your arena and your house, nah. And I'm like,
Or it's good when you're single.
it should have been the same. If it's 80-20, then the next one should be 80-20. It should
I
be the
think
same.
you said spending time, like people just.
Yeah, but friends
No,
spend
no,
time.
no. What I'm
Exactly.
saying is, no, what I'm saying is people just assume the worst when you say spend time. Because even in my DMs now, bare man are angry saying, "I hear what you're saying, but," I'm like, why is there a
Why are you in my DM?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why are you in my DM, brother?
Them man are doing way too
Okay.
much. Them man are
Hey,
doing
trust
too
me.
much.
Yeah.
Why are you in my DM, bro?
But when you gotta hit a man up to chat about
If
gal
you don't
issues.
agree with me, why are you in my DM, bro?
Yeah, my DM.
What's going on?
Yeah, my DM.
Nah, allow me, man. I don't interact with you, man. I don't interact with you, man, brother.
Yeah, but
It's for the babes only, man.
Yeah, come on.
When you
Get
see
me.
me, if you want to take up talk for 30 seconds, but not in my DM.
Yeah, man, take up talk for time as well, and it's like, bro, no disrespect, but come on, man, I'm here for the
I
babes,
start
man.
hitting man with the voice notes.
Bro, in person.
Nah, man's in person.
Yeah,
all up
oh, in person.
bro.
Yeah.
Listen, now we love people that come up, show little support, but,
no.
but we must keep it moving after. There's a time,
Bro.
Yeah, when I see man out enjoying life,
Yeah,
man, don't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
start
yeah.
topics. You know what I
So I'm
mean?
saying,
Yeah,
one guy
topics
said,
and
"Can we
stuff.
sit down and have a business meeting?" I said, "Well, right now." He said, "Yeah, if it doesn't bother you." I said, "Yes, it does bother me. I'm here to rave. I don't want to talk business now." I said, "But take my number, cool. Are you gonna answer?" But I wouldn't have given you my number. if I'm not gonna answer the phone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But remember, that's how some people move. So for me, they're just I guess imposing what they think they should do. You know, people like to project.
Yeah.
Tell you how you should behave. If I was in your spot, I would do. But you're not in my
ain't,
spot,
bro.
though.
Yeah.
So you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Man spot, bro. You're emailing Hinge.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Bro,
emailing hinge thing.
Bro, I'm going outside and talking to a girl face to face before I email Hinge.
But off that point, they was saying that we live in an era where access has increased so much. Like back in the day, before Instagram and all this stuff, if you had to see someone physically to move to them, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
think about it now, I might go on my explore page. I'm seeing girls from Atlanta,
100.
Canada, Toronto,
Do you know what-
Sweden, brother.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had to travel to them countries to see them girls.
yeah.
The world's like this now, but they're saying because of the access has increased, but interaction has decreased because people are so used to like. Remember when we were younger, man would have to talk
Moving
to a
gal
girl.
outside.
Have to.
But you have to build,
That's
man,
why
has
man-
to either have a bit of confidence about you to
Oh,
kind
in a
of.
particular way. Whereas now, man, them don't have to move to girls. They just can be in the DM and then. So now there's a lot of man are socially awkward now because they're not confident enough to speak to girls.
Bro, you're
So
in a
exchange access.
Fam, you're in a classroom. I was speaking to my little brother about it the other day. You're in a classroom back in the day with a girl who just had a phone. Now you're in a classroom with girls who have 100k followers.
Yeah, mad.
Bro,
You're not
she's
level.
16, 17,
Yeah.
100k followers.
And she's looking at
And
man
you're
like
and she
you're
looking at you in the
Like you're
classroom.
just that.
Yeah.
you in
The
my
energy's
class.
mad.
Yeah.
And you might back a next man who's a drill rapper. He's lit. Teachers telling him, "Yo, be quiet." Are you dumb? I'm popping on you. So, like it's mad. It's
Man's doing that
different.
skank in the classroom, brother. Man's doing
That's
that.
Sturdy, bro.
Man's sturdy in the
Like, it's
classroom. Man said,
Are
"God,
you
yeah,
dumb?
man."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different now. That's what I feel for the teachers, you know.
Yeah, it's a different time.
Different.
Different time.
When we were in school, we were actual students. There were a couple of bad breeds and bad boys in school, but
got celebs.
But now you can actually have a celeb in the
your
school, bro.
class.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at Dino and them, man. Dino was singing from what age?
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
We can't tell me nothing in school. But the only thing is, what I would say is, you can't create charisma. You can't create a persona.
Really
Do you know what I'm saying? So you could be famous in school, whatever, but like the man them in school were the man them.
Yeah.
You can't buy that, bro.
No.
And I think that's stuck with us now.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Because you can see you man have had your outside training, so you move a certain way, you carry yourself a certain way, you carry yourself certain. You can't buy that, bro, and you ain't learning that.
Yeah,
on the
you
gram.
can't learn that.
You ain't learning that on the gram. You ain't
Can't
seeing
buy it
back how he
neither.
moves and da. Nah, bro. You can be a joker and do all that, but see certain things, they can't beat that schooling that we've had because we're getting the best of both worlds, kind of.
And code switching as well.
But
I could be around corporate and I'm cool, bro.
Oh yeah.
I could be around the man them and be cool, bro. I could be in a dangerous situation and be like, this is dangerous. I can smell it. You man, I'm out.
Yeah.
Certain people, you raving, next minute, bottle.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. Brother, are you okay?
These times you're in your car halfway.
Brother, I'm halfway home. You know what I'm saying?
Man's food already stopped.
You can't teach it, bro.
Code switching, all of that. Nah, man, them will kick some game today. Let's start wrapping up and bring it to a close and that. 3 shots of tequila. Where we taking it to? Aside from the other endeavours you lot have got going on differently, I'm talking 3 shots because you lot are the original pioneers. What are you doing? You keeping it indie? You looking to go back and do something else again? What we doing?
I think it's keep it indie at the moment. Sort out merch, some more merch. Live show coming up.
Tour as well.
UK tour as well coming up. So it might be a London show first, maybe around August. To keep that date in your diaries.
And then
as
tour
a tour towards the end of the year, then another London date. I'm just doing pods in America as well. So like I'm just trying to get into that market as well. Whereas when I go over there,
big market.
Yeah. It's a massive market. But I don't think you understand pod like if we were podding in America, brother.
Yeah, God.
Like
Yeah.
Lambo's got the big yard because
Everything.
like, bro, when you look at like Gilly and them man, you look at Joe Biden and them man, whatever.
Nori, all of them.
Nori, like
I was going to say even the other 2 that left Nori. You know the that were on not Nori, the other 2 that were with Joe Biden.
Rory.
Big deals.
Yeah. And the thing about America, there's no.
Doug, you're sticking with me. Don't be getting ideas back. We're fucking riding this to the wheels.
Yeah, we're riding this, bro.
Fucking look at the Rory mouth for. Focus on
There's no hate over there. Like for example, when I went over there and I wanted to do like a little podcast tour, I literally go to one podcaster, look at their followers, and all the other podcasts are following them.
Yeah.
So if you imagine it would be like 3 shots here, and then everyone's following us.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It's how it's supposed to be,
They're
bro.
looking at it like, you're the blueprint. We either want to work with you or we just rate your thing. So we're going to show love because maybe one day. But here is a bit different. It's a bit pockety. It's like
because imagine because let's say I told you that 3 shots went in the door, so we could see what was going on and then give you lot game coming after.
Yeah.
What if that's what we wanted to do? But then everybody else thought, no, we're just going to do our own thing. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what landscape we're walking into. We've got to get in there first and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Then figure it out. And it's like, you man. Because when Joe Biden was saying what he was saying when he was coming off Spotify, I'm sitting there thinking, hold on, I can relate to what this guy's saying. Because he's in America, you see it as, no, it's just an American thing. No, everywhere is pretty much experiencing the same things. But when we speak out here, they just cancel you straight away. They don't want to hear what you have to say.
I get that.
So it's only so
That's
often
the
you can do it. And then eventually you think about your own self. It's like, I'm not going to cut my nose to spite my face. Like, however the saying goes in it. So team 3 shots, forget everybody else.
I know, and also
because you ain't listening anyway.
In America, they're more cash savvy. Like podcasts were like, if you ain't paying, man, I'm not interested. Even some of the podcasts I was doing over there, they were like, no, we fuck with you, whatever, but we charge people to come on.
Yeah.
Well, they see themselves as marketing tools.
No, but
it's marketing. They charge people.
But there's a lot to learn from them over there. And even what you just said there about the everyone supporting and all of that, like that was our kickoff. That was what I was on from the beginning. I don't know if it's life experiences. Probably I've got stuff in my life that's made me have this thing of I must push forward the bros them and actively show it. So that's why I'm trying to. Anyone that's doing something that I'm fucking with or that we're fucking with, I'm like, come, let's sit down, let people see it.
Because even I think about your originals. I don't even know if you knew her.
Yeah,
I knew at the time.
no,
And I see man, and when I see man, it's like boom, like you get me.
Brotherhood.
That's what it is. You get what I'm saying? It's always got to be about that, man.
Love to see what's going on with 3 shots. We're all pushing forward, but I'll give it up to say these man. Some of the originals, bro.
Yes.
And their things been popping. They've been doing what they're doing, and we're supporting.
Set the bar high.
And people don't realise, bro, like when you cross promote, it's better because listenerships hear about others. And
Yeah.
That's what it's all
100%.
about.
100%.
Also, when you lot are ready, you lot are welcome on 3 shots.
Come on.
Come on, bro. We're gonna pattern.
I don't know if the couch is big enough though. Man over there, one blood.
Hey, you have to give me one of them big comfy chairs for me to sit down and chill off.
Now we've been in your place. We've been there already, innit? Because you film same place as Marks and them, innit?
Yeah, no behavior.
No behavior.
Shout out No Behaviour.
No behavior already. Shout out,
Give me a solo chair with a mash up the song.
Yeah. Right, all right. We're gonna bring it to a close. Big up the man them every
Love,
time.
bro.
3 shots. Marvin Abbey, Tazer in the studio. Shout out Keith, not here. Gave man, he dropped man a message. We're still gonna link up differently when we come and check you anyway.
Yeah.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
Come on.
3 shots.
3 shots, big.
Love, man.
Stat.